And you're listening to AIM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. We just wrapped up with Rapid Deployment Solutions, the president, Mr. Greg Kowalik, mentioning a little bit about who they are, who he is, the business that they are, and how they can help any business this trying time to become a little bit more efficient and profitable in lieu of these hard times, and what they can do with the logistics as such. And for that, they said if you go to where'd it go? That's RDS. I lost it. But we'll get it anyway. As we're rolling here through 22 minutes after the top of the 9 o'clock hour, as we still got a good show for you here too. We're gonna touch on some wacky but true stuff here, kind of rolling through to get us to the bottom of the 9 o'clock hour. And we say stay tuned, because at 9:30 we're gonna have Laura Burns calling in here from Career Source, our good friends at Career Source, as there is a lot going on within the community now. Things getting ramped up to maybe, we said, open things back up to get more of the workforce back out there. And she's got some good information to kind of plug and to give to you folks in lieu of that, and everything they do to work hard to keep the community employed, and to give everybody options that they might not regularly see. And they've been with us for a long time. So stay tuned for that, as we've made our adjustments all together. You know, Laura usually comes into the studio and we roll with it that way. But we've been doing the phone-in stuff, which has been good, but at the same time, it's just the adjustments and the adaptations we make. But stay tuned, because we'll be looking forward to talking with her as we come to the 9:30, bottom of the 9:30 hour there, 9 o'clock. So with that, some interesting stuff here, as it says, Even we've been hearing a lot about this coronavirus with Smithfield for the pork production plant, and it's also been mentioned with Tyson for chicken and beef. It says the coronavirus has infected workers at an Oregon seafood processing plant, and with that is some changes that'll be coming through with how and which that idea of getting food in the markets and stuff changes. And as a funny side note, it says, meaning you'll have to break it to your kids that goldfish crackers will be in short supply. No, those won't, as that's one of the things that having a two and a half year old is all them goldfish crackers. I didn't realize how much I like them and how much I've been eating them, considering they're always in the house. Speaking of that, having a young child, it says here that you're throwing the ball too slowly. It says you're throwing a ball for a toddler to smack with, let's say, a plastic bat. You toss it gently, slowly, to make it easier, and he just can't seem to hit it. Well, a new study says that because you're throwing it too slowly, and a study shows that a kid's brain are not wired for the slow motion. It says researchers say slow balls actually appear stationary to a child and have a problem judging where and which to keep the eye on the ball. As they say, add a little bit more speed to the pitch, and the child is able to judge its speed more accurately. And what's fascinating about that is this weekend, playing with my boy a little bit, do the same thing. You try to just toss it up there, and he's swinging so fast and he's missing it. And you're like, oh, no, slow down. Well, here, a new study shows that I need to speed it up. I need to throw that sucker in there and let him swing the bat, because then he can better judge the speed and distance of that ball coming in at him. That's a little different, interesting. Moving on, it says a man who was told to wear masked wiped nose on a Dollar Tree employee's shirt. Oh boy. Police in Michigan have arrested a man they said used a Dollar Tree employee's shirt to wipe his nose after being advised that he had to wear a mask in the store. Oh boy. That's where our conversation of today is. It's like, oh man, that's where you have something like that, where a guy like that ain't considering it's going to ruin it for everybody else when we're trying to get back to normal, but then you have people acting like that. Moving on here. Here's a wacky but true. It says, zombie hunters stopped an SUV full of weapons. Get this. A German couple have been arrested have been arrested after allegedly rolling up to the Swedish border in a Hummer belonging to a, quote, zombie response team. Owning such a tricked-out Hummer isn't illegal, but I can tell you this, having it full of weapons is. Sweden's customs agency released pictures of the seized vehicle, which was anonymously emblazoned with biohazard signs and a warning that reads, quote, infected people will be shot. It is believed that the pair may belong to a role-playing organization that acts out doomsday scenarios, but they were arrested on after allegedly rolling up with the border, having it be full of actual weapons, not the stormtrooper fake gun that happened in Canada. So a little different there, but just incredible, some of this stuff ongoing. Absolutely incredible. As they say on TV today is the show Becoming. This new documentary about Michelle Obama and her nationwide book tour offers a rare up-close look at her life, taking viewers behind the scenes as she embarks on a 34-city tour that obviously was recorded at earlier times before COVID-19. Moving on, it says Selena Gomez lands a quarantine cooking show on HBO Max. Selena Gomez will star in a quarantine cooking show. The untitled 10-episode at-home cooking show will feature the recording artist and actress learning how to cook with the virtual help of Master Chef. As they say, each episode will be airing on HBO Max will be a highlight of food-related charity. Interesting. Now, HBO Max is the new streaming service that is looking to launch at the end of the month. They had originally the, HBO Go, as that kind of went by the wayside to revamp with what they have now with the streaming, is coming on May 27th, is the HBO Max. So something to look forward to there. Anyway, as we're making our way now towards the bottom of the 9 o'clock hour, like we said, stay tuned for Career Source. Laura Burns will have her call in, talking about what we can do and the idea of workforce connection. It should be worth it. Stay tuned. You're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA The Source, WOCA Ocala. And remember, we are streaming live, YouTube Live. To find us, YouTube Live, WOCA The Source Radio on the YouTube. As the kids call it today, the YouTube. The Pearl Jam. Back after this.
I'm Chris Foster.